As COVID-19 cases grew daily, governments were forced to impose lockdowns and travel restrictions, bringing the state of tourism to a complete halt in almost every nation. The hotel industry is dealing with an unprecedented crisis due to the disruption caused by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, our team has come up with an idea of new engineering technology to conform to this new norm so that hotels can operate daily and safely amidst this pandemic. Our focus will be to implementing NFC technology among hotel industry by introducing an electronic door lock system that uses Wi-Fi based fingerprint and NFC technology authorization, providing one-time password to replace the old technology that are no longer secure. The concept of our project is we design a hotel door openings using NFC technology and fingerprint sensors, which are one of the contactless devices that can be used to prevent physical contact in hotel's hospitality. For the fingerprint sensor, it can be only used by the hotel manager or staff during emergencies. Hotel guests can use the NFC technology to enter and leave their hotel's room throughout their stay at the hotel. The mechanism of our system is first, hotel guests are required to fill in their personal information such as name and IC. Second, the information will be recorded and generated into a QR code. The information can be accessed via the code. Third, the authorities are allowed to scan the QR code to assign the guests to their hotel room and also for the check-in and check-out status. Fourth, all the guests' information will then pop up and they are required to either scan their fingerprints on their smartphones or enter a password to provide security in the system. And lastly, the guests can later enter their hotel room by scanning the NFC, which is near-field communication in their smartphone.
Next is scope management. Scope management is important to keep on track of the project and to ensure the goal of the project is achieved successfully. All the teams were divided into 5 teams, which are first system planning, which in charge of planning on the contactless system. Second is hardware design, responsible on the implementation of the contactless door. Next is programming, assembly and procedure will ensure all the database is working. The schedule time required for the project completion. There is the critical part, method result which consists of block diagram that refer to each task. Every block diagram has its own ID, which is A, B, C, D, E, F. A refer to ideal prototype, while B refer to ideal design which both completion tasks within 2 weeks only. And C is hardware procure which is complete in 1 week. D is software development that must be complete in 4 weeks. E is hardware assembly with 1 week duration, and lastly F is prototype that must be complete in 6 weeks. So that is our project progress throughout these 12 weeks. There were many risks that we have encountered that might affect the time to complete this project. First, interface problem. We have problem in conversion of GUI. Second, database problem. Database does not working. 3. Equipment malfunction during the installation. And 4. The delay of the equipment signal which is out of our control.
For the contingency plan, we already plan it to overcome the risks that we may face in the future. So, if we have an interface problem, we will be seeking a GUI expert to overcome the problem. Next, if we have a database problem, we have already a staff to work to troubleshoot and reconstruct the database. Next, if we have a multifunction equipment, so we will replace it and reorder with different brand to make sure the hardware work. Next, if we have a delay shipment of the equipment or the hardware for the system, we will remind the supplier and call the supplier to make sure they deliver it on time next time. For the quality evaluation, for the worker, we mainly focus on Health and Safety Act 97 before you can see on the slide. Like for the user, because we mainly focus on the user data, we make sure the privacy of the user data. So our regulation mainly focus on privacy safety regulation, and you can see the regulation here on the slide. More focus on data, personal data protection, consumer protection, communication and multimedia, and trade definition, and state of good art. So that's from me. Thank you.
For project implementation, monitoring and closure, the project implementation and monitoring are depicted in the flowchart below. The project closure phase, often known as a follow-up phase, is the final step of the project. All projects completed at this point, the completion phase does not always lead to the closing phase. This is due to failure of a project. It may be necessary to shut it down. For closure part, it is to ensure that the project is completed successfully. It is necessary to monitor and control all part of it. Cost analysis, resources used, time and effort involved are all factors to consider. The closure of a project is considered effective when it meets the following criteria. The first one, proper handover of all documents. Second one, installation of all deliverables is ensured. The acceptance of deliverable from stakeholders is ensured. Review or audit after or post implementation. And the last one, success celebration.